Go to the Layers palette and right-click the background layer. Select Duplicate Layer. Type Color for the name of the new layer and click OK. At the bottom of the Layers palette, click on the icon to create a new adjustment layer. Select Color Balance from the list. Notice a third layer appears in the Layers palette. From the Tone drop-down menu, select Highlights. With Preserve Luminosity checked, move the yellow-blue slider and notice the impact. Make changes with the magenta green and cyan red sliders and notice the numbers responding. To undo the changes, click on the Reset icon on the bottom of the panel. Notice the three sliders returned to 0 and the tone drop-down went back to midtones. Right now, overall adjustments are being made. Later, the skin tones will be adjusted separately. Click the X in the upper right corner to close the panel after adjustments are made. Compare the difference between the image with the adjustments visible and without them. Next, the adjustments will be merged with the layer below. To do this, right-click the adjustment layer and choose Merge Down from the list of options. The adjustment layer and the color layer are now one. Here's a recap of the steps taken so far. First, a duplicate layer was made of the background layer. Next, by clicking on the new adjustment layer icon, a list of possible adjustments appeared. Color balance was selected. Selections were made in the panel settings. The changes were undone by clicking on the Reset icon. And this returned the panel to settings at the time it was opened. Adjustments were made to the midtones and the panel was closed. Changes are viewed by clicking on the eye icon to turn the layer's visibility off and on. Next, the adjustment layer was merged with the one below it. In an upcoming lesson, the boys are put on a mask layer so that the background can be cleaned up. Here it is with the other layers turned off. By clicking on the eye icon, the background layers can be turned off and on. The skin tones are adjusted here by using curves. This is only one of the many ways to correct skin tones in Photoshop. The adjustments were made by clicking on the curve and moving it. Multiple points on the curve can be used to make adjustments. Many customizations are available in curves. Experimenting with them is useful and fun. In family photos, the background is important whether or not it is attractive. It often serves as a time and place stamp. By putting the foreground in a mask layer, the background is cleaned up and blurred, and any additional changes to the foreground can be made. This photo was taken in the family room of a home where the previous owner put up paneling in a somewhat unprofessional manner. Many of the pieces of wood were crooked, but since the happy memories of the home are plentiful, The imperfections were softened in Photoshop and then easily overlooked. Here is a list of some of the terminology used in this lesson. Become familiar with the terms here so that more in-depth use of Photoshop can be explored.